Hi, Robert LeBlanc here with Las Vegas News Blog. I'm with my very good friend, Bryan Lindsey. How you doing, Bryan?
Doing great.
Okay, I know, Bryan, that recently you became partners with Jeff Meyer with Tough Enough. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've known Jeff for about a year and a half or so through a mutual friend of ours, Jen Wank, who's in the combat sports arena from the publicity standpoint. And Jen made the introduction to Jeff, and Jeff and I became fast friends. And, obviously being a huge fan of the MMA space, have known about Tough Enough forever. And Jeff and I sat down, and he was looking to help grow and expand the business. And I had some great ideas, and, over a series of meetings and discussions, we came to an agreement, and now I'm one of the owners of Tough Enough, and I think that we've got a great future and aggressive expansion plans, and that was 3 months ago, and now everything's starting to come into place.
And actually, that's one of the reasons why we're here today. I was reading online, you guys are having like an MMA draft. I mean, what does that actually mean? Tell me about that.
As we began to grow, one of the common themes that kept emerging in our meetings and our strategy sessions was, athletes and needing more fighters, right? You've got all these different fighters that are competing all over the country, and there's really no formal environment for them to attend where they can be evaluated by world-class MMA talent. And I know I'm buddies with Uriah Faber, and we're partners in another business together. And I just reached out to him and said, hey, how do we get your MMA draft organization to Las Vegas, the international fight capital of the world, and how do we continue to find the future stars of MMA, right? Like Tough Enough was responsible for finding Ronda Rousey. We've got Chris Holder. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. There's dozens and dozens of fighters that are current pro athletes that were discovered by Tough Enough.
Right.
And so, Jeff's done a great thing with branding and development and consistency with MMA events. And so really our focus is athlete development and fan development. And so how we focus on those two arenas really starts at the grassroots. And at the grassroots of that is discovering the next talent. And so this platform is going to be with MMA Draft and Uriah Faber and Phil Davis and a team, an ensemble of team that we put together to help evaluate these athletes and get them ready for Tough Enough and then on to the pros.
All right, so what kind of athlete is appropriate? Because this is next weekend. This is what, April 9th?
April
okay.
9th, yep.
So who is your target market? Who are you looking to attract into this?
Well, I mean, anybody who's got the mindset, right? I mean, to be a combat sports athlete, you've got to have an incredible and an intense mind. And so, we're looking for wrestlers, we're looking for boxers, we're looking for jiu-jitsu guys. We're looking for people that have, had some level of experience in that and are ready to make the next leap. So that's really who we're looking for.
And what does the day look like? From morning to end, people checking in at a certain time, and what does that whole day look like for the people coming to participate?
Yeah, so there's MMAdraft.com is the site. You got to register there, enter the information on the registration tab. It submits all your information to us. The check-in begins there on Saturday morning at 9, and then once we get everybody checked in and registered, then we'll start the different aspects of the combine. So it's going to be wrestling, grappling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, strength and agility, you name it, endurance, all the different metrics that we use to evaluate potential talent. And some of the scoring is similar to what the pro combines use for, for example, like with the NFL. So those scoring metrics are universal, and so these athletes will leave there with their scores and their metrics, and they'll be able to compare themselves to any other pro athlete in pro sports.
Now, is there a fee involved with this, or is it free, or is there a fee to participate?
Yeah, there's a $25 registration fee, and that just covers all the administrative components to the event. So essentially, I mean, for $25, you get evaluated by Uriah Faber, Phil Davis, Gil Martinez is our boxing coach, UFC's Evan Dunham is our jiu-jitsu coach. I'll be there evaluating wrestling with my wrestling background.
Nice.
We got PR and management teams there to help evaluate the talent. So, I mean, it's never been done in combat sports to have multiple organizations that are at the pro ranks and the amateur ranks all come together to search for and look for talent.
All right, so once again, tell me the date.
April 9th.
Saturday. And it starts at what time?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. And it's at UFC Gym. And do you happen to know the address of that offhand?
UFC Gym right here in Henderson. It's on the corner of Warm Springs and Green Valley Parkway.
Okay, I'll put the address in there. And the website, once again, for people to register.
MMAdraft.com.
All right. Thank you very much. Go ahead. You got something
I was
else?
just going to say you can. There's more information on the Facebook page for Tough Enough, and you'll also see more information on the MMA draft registration. There's a video there as well, so you can kind of see what the athletes will be going through as they're there for the combine.
All right. Awesome. I'll have some links. I thank you very much for your time today, Bryan.
Pleasure.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Appreciate it.